Yeah, yeah. Check the scoreboard. Red song. Yeah, what you wanna take? Make your snaps count. Yeah, what you wanna take? Take what you're giving till you get what you want to take. Grind like the red dude, turn that pressure into weight. It doesn't matter how much you're in or out. Don't count your snaps, just make sure your snaps count. Don't pitch the ball after an incomplete first down. Take what you're giving till you get what you want to take. Grind like the red dude, turn that pressure into weight. It doesn't matter how much you're in or out. Don't count your snaps, just make sure your snaps count.
What's good? What's good? What's good, y'all? Wait, who's that covering their face over him? It's me, Kenny, and Mr. Unknown over there.
Yeah.
Gotta be E. I can see the house. That's usually the house he's in, but he must be ashamed of something. But I guess we'll get into that.
Can't show more after last week, man.
What's good? What's good, Kenny?
You know the thing about predictions? I'm not right. The players did me wrong, right? I mean, I'm not wrong. The players, I'm not wrong. I'm sorry. I said the wrong thing. I'm not wrong. It's up to the players to prove me right.
Mikey hiding his face, man. He's ashamed.
And
he's ashamed of
SFS
himself.
is part of the reason. Thank you, guys. Thank you, SFS. Glad here. I need German here. I need James in here. Dre is always in here. Where he at? Get Cello in here. Get Ray in here. Richie. I'm calling everybody out.
It's crazy.
I'm calling everybody out today. Like, come on, y'all made me look bad. I'm not done with Guy, with Arnold. Where you at? Where you guys at?
He said they ashamed too.
Yeah. Girl, right here looking like world beaters. Yeah, well, the SFS want to go and wake up the Outlaws, ask who the Outlaws, and now they on my back.
Ooh-wee.
What's going on?
Boy, boy.
5 of them things. It was 5, right?
Five times.
Oh, man.
I blame the teams. I said the right things. And I was confident in my picks. But you're gonna see today.
They just
power rankings have a shakeup.
Okay.
All
right. Kenny, what up, man?
Good to see you guys, man. Just a lot of frequent hospital visits for someone I know in the last few weeks just gives me more appreciation for, like fathers who have infants and they have I know, well, you would know, Rob, but just the time crunch, sleepless nights.
Yeah.
So just juggling that is just helps you appreciate some other stuff, though. But I'm good otherwise, though.
Prayers your way, whatever it is.
All good. No, so appreciate that.
Yeah, hopefully, whatever it is. When you say hospital, you automatically assume something bad. So prayers your way. It's all love from this side. You know that. So
appreciate that. Yeah.
Hopefully, everything turns out however you would want it to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good otherwise, though.
That being said, some of these games. All right, let me get in. We're gonna start. Because there's a lot of graphics this week.
Oh yeah,
lots of graphics this week. We're gonna start with oh boy, let me see where we're gonna start.
Can't go wrong with any of the 4 games actually. So.
Mike Labati sent you in the chat. Put this link in the SFS group chat. I need your whole team logged on today. Please and thank you. I want the whole team logged on. Where's Jerem? Normally wins the pod. Where's Jerem at? Jerem is normally the 4th box. He ducking it today? No, they're gonna get it today. No, they're gonna get it today. Where's he at?
Well, listen, did Jerem ain't tell you to pick him? Jerem ain't tell you to pick.
I didn't pick. It was based on the little debate me and Kenny had. But man, oh man.
All right, I'm gonna make it a little bigger as we sit here and talk. so that you guys can see this screen. I don't know why it's so small to begin with, but there we go. All right, get a little bigger on this screen.
Coach
doesn't.
I coached a great game. Y'all played terribly. I did my job.
You seen that video online of the little boy telling the rest of his team it wasn't us, it was the coach. He was very upset about it. That's what he doing right now. All right, there we go. So the reason why I'm going to put this graphic up, because Kenny here made some picks last week, just for the record, right? Outlaws, Kenny did not pick y'all. There was a clerical error, and Kenny picked SFS. So, and he was very, very wrong.
Oh, but I stood by why. No. I stood by why I had the Outlaws ranked so high when everyone thought I was crazy. It's like, no, it's not historical. It's actually what you see on tape. But
you did.
We didn't see this Outlaws until this game. This wasn't.
You didn't see these Outlaws into this game.
Speak for yourself.
I put a 1 and 2 team in the top 3. And people look at me like I'm insane.
Kenny. Yes, they didn't have Jay 1 week. They beat the Ravens, 6-0? Or 12-0, whatever it was.
The Ravens are the best defense in the division, in the league.
Says you?
Says the stats.
The stats.
That's what the stats say.
Robert's paper.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Robert's paper.
So that's what the stats say. They are possibly one of the worst offenses, but defensively they do their job. Two things can be true at the same time. No,
true.
So the problem is
sounds like they play a low-scoring, boring game. That's what it sounds like.
That we could go with that.
Sounds like, since we can start with that game. Let's get that one. Let's get that one.
All right, we got where are they? Ravens, lights out. I actually did this game. This Ravens started this game. They had 19 points in the first half, and then it was more Ravens' terrible offense. In the second half, they didn't score. Vinny and whatchamacallit split the TDs. How?
Yes.
To be honest, I know you guys are going to kill me for this, right? But lights out doesn't play terrible defense. They just can't score.
I agree.
That is their Achilles heel right now. They can't score. Rowe wasn't here, so Juan was QB. They had an opportunity to get in early. They got an interception, and they were in scoring range. And they made a mistake that I'm going to call them young teams because this is the first time I've seen Juan QB in league. Some of these guys, this is the first time I've seen them. KJ, you got the regulars like KJ, Kevin, and those guys. But when you're in range within 25 yards, 30 yards, right? I know it sounds good to take the shot at the end zone, but actually it's not. Get 10 more on first down. And then on second down, get 10 more. Now you're in scoring range, and you got 2 plays where you can use the entire field, and you can even dump it down one more time, and then you'll get a shot at the end zone. But if you take 2 shots at the end zone on the first 2 plays, now you have to get a big third play, and if not, you're taking a shot into the end zone from deep downfield. And on the third down play, they actually dumped it down and got to the 10 or the 5. Imagine if they would have did that on the first down play. They probably leave here with some points, and we don't have a 19-0 game. But rookie. I'm gonna say rookie mistake. They'll learn from that. Ravens. To be honest, the offense isn't smooth.
Okay.
It's a lot of pass the ball to Will.
100%.
He does what he does. Omar did come in and throw a dart to Will for a touchdown in this game, but the offense, Vinny I'm trying to critique him. Coming in here with these are a bunch of new guys to him per se, except like Ken and those guys. Things go well when they start using Ken. It does. It just does. It gets the offense jump started, and then it makes everything a little bit easier. But I don't know. The offense it's just not. They're just not a good unit. That's it. Like, there's nothing more to say about it. It's just not a good offensive unit. Defensively, they're amazing.
Yeah.
Defensively, they're amazing, but they just this team is gonna win on defense. And to be honest, right? The saying is offense sell tickets, defense wins games. No, yeah, right. So if they can stop somebody and just happen to have a good game, a good offensive game that day, they're gonna get somebody. So anyway, that's what I have to say about this game. Kenny?
That's fair. I think we have to see more Vinny at QB and them just seeing if they can gel. If whether it's him or Omar, they need some sort of continuity there. And you made a good point about Ken. Like, you can throw to Ken, and he's one of those guys who's almost never going to drop it. He has his limitations, but he does a lot of really good things to help the team win. So that helps just moving the ball. Yeah, got to shout him out as always. And their team has a lot of talent. So it's not a lack of talent offensively for them. It's just that when you see them stall out, at least with Omar QB, sometimes it's been because they've been chucking on first down, like 40 yards down the field. When you miss those, which we can mention with another team later in the podcast, is like it's very hard to actually have a good, consistent offense. That's been part of their problem. But so we got to see what Vinny does. He kind of defaults to the deep ball at times too. We got to see.
Big arm quarterbacks usually have that issue because they feel they can make every throw.
It's true.
Strong arm. But you know what? At this point, the players you're playing against have been playing for so long that they kind of know what they're doing. Like, at the end of the day, it's not just I'm going to see this guy and I'm going to beat this guy with the throw. It just doesn't happen that often, you know?
Exactly. So, especially if you throw it into non-single coverage. It's like really taking a risk there, pal. That throw. But, yeah.
I would like to see them use Q a little bit more. I've seen sometimes where he's open on like, and it's just they don't get the progression that way for some reason. I'd like to see Vinny take a little bit off of the shorter pass. Yeah.
I mean, they should catch it, but you just make it.
They still should catch it, but you can make it a little easier.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to make it that difficult to make the play.
Yeah. But
have you ever seen a team more disappointed coming off a shutout victory? Let's call it what it is. Like,
you saying they look disappointed after the game?
They should
be. Very. The fact you don't score in the second half, and there's no disrespect to Lights Out, but we talk about the talent that this Ravens team has, the collective talent, right?
Mm-hmm.
You score 19 in the first half, you have to be on your way to 40. You can't get shut out the second half,
30.
no matter
2 more touchdowns, maybe.
Huh?
2 more touchdowns.
With 2 more touchdowns, it's still what?
30.
Got an extra 12 points. That's still 31.
Yeah,
31, something like that. Yeah.
Extra points, 33. You can't.
I hear they may have been experimenting in the second half, but you don't know if that's necessarily true. You don't know.
I would say that.
That's fair. That's a fair comeback.
I would say that too. Trying out some things. We knew we weren't going to lose the game, so we just wanted to try out a few wrinkles. No, it looked like regular offense.
And in fairness, we have to give. Sorry to cut you off. In fairness, we have to give Lights Out credit too. They do have some talent, so they're not just. Yeah, they can stop people.
They can
score. They just need a little more talent, and they have to gel more. But
no. Lights Out's issue is offense right now. It's trying to what Lights Out problem is they haven't been able to overcome the better defensive players that they have to go against in this division. That's it. They're gonna work on it, and they'll improve at some point. And if it's not this season, it's gonna sharpen them for when time comes. So
spring, yeah.
Lights Out, their margin of error is so thin. So what I mean, by me saying that, you have to capitalize when you get opportunities. And they had opportunities this game. It had to be about 4 or 5 drop picks, about 3 from Pena alone. You watch the film, Zach. Watch. Agree? Did you watch it, Rob?
Yeah. Well, I did the game.
Huh? I'm just talking. Did you watch the drop picks? You got to capitalize on the extra possessions.
They need everything.
Yes, that's what
that is given to them.
It's so small. You have to make those plays. You have to, guys.
Sorry for the yelling, guys. One of my headphones keeps going out, and when I'm loud, it comes back. Anyway,
no problem.
Yeah. So yeah, but the lot of drop picks. Defensively, I've seen some great things because Alex and Diego are stopping that downfield stuff. They get up there, they go get it. You know what I mean? They did have one opportunity to score where they got it was like a deep in because he came from the other side of the field. Deep out, I guess.
Yeah, out. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Out. I don't know what side of the field he came from. Anyway, towards the sideline. He caught it, but didn't secure it right away. And if he would have secured it right away, it was a touchdown. It was a great placement by Juan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But you know, a little do at the end of it, and that foot comes up. Now the next foot is in, and then the second foot is out. But they had their chances. But the most concerning thing is this would make it 4 halves of football that the Ravens haven't scored in.
Talk about it. Mm-hmm.
Their game 1, they didn't score in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Game 2, they went scoreless. And I think in this game, they didn't score in the second half. That is a big issue. Because when you go against a team that's going to put up points, that has the offensive firepower to score against your defense, you're going to be in problems.
But unless you want to take them at face value and listen to when they say they were experimenting.
I don't want to hear that.
I know. You know, bro. You know the way I was saying that, bro.
I know, but
you know the way I was saying that. You
guys kill me on here all the time. Like I'm always the one giving the, the positive reinforcement, if that's what you want to call it.
They were trying to score and couldn't score.
Yeah.
I know.
They just couldn't score.
So entirely possible.
Yeah. All right. Let's Kenny picked the right winner in this game though. What up, Ant? Ant, you need to be watching these games, man. You
need to be out here playing in these games. That's what you need to do.
I know. No, Ant don't like the cold. He don't want to drive far. That's what he said. Like he don't got a car. Anyway, Kenny, you picked right in this game. Which I ain't gonna give you much credit.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want you credit you give me for that one. Okay.
We're gonna move on to a game Kenny was wrong in. The Bolts versus the Guardians.
I don't want it from a game pick standpoint. Kenny plays on the Bolts. What happened? Talk about it.
It's offensively, it's 90+% of the problem in terms of just being able to sustain drives. And like I just said, like 10 minutes ago, not default to a lot of deep throws of like very low percentage. In fairness, good players don't too, but it's like in a vacuum. Do we want to play that? Do we want to make that throw on first down or second down? Like if we don't get it, it's going to put us way behind in schedule. That's the biggest problem offensively. There's an occasional drop, but this week, there were actually 2 should have been made plays that hurt, but those were in and of itself not why we lost the game. It's offensively. We just have to get better in terms of not holding the ball too long. Some of that's are people running around right routes, or are we calling the right routes that are more likely to get open in time and lead to successful plays? I think those both feed off each other. Offensively, I'd say definitely the biggest problem. I don't think defensively there's a big issue.
No, I think you guys have a good
defense. Yeah. It's offensively, we can't. How many games do you have fewer than 15 points now? All but the lights out game, I think. Yeah, I think it's at least 3 games of fewer than 3 touchdowns. So hard to win.
So we definitely don't want to see you against the Ravens again.
What do you say?
I said we don't want to see you against the Ravens again. No one will score.
You could go to overtime. Like that was a joke he made earlier this season. Game was going to end 1-0 in overtime because they go to end. the way there was no scoring going on, but
it's problematic. Yeah.
All right. And again, don't pretend to be a QB. Never played the position. Just watching the game. I have a question, and I'm not here to call people out, but Kazi, you had something that was working for you. Watch the film. You had a guy who was eating in the middle. You were feeding him.
Just to clear it up, at the time, the guy wasn't the guy that's named Guy.
No, it's not Guy.
I just wanted to clear
hit him like 3-4 straight times, but then he just had that urge to take that shot. What happens? Boo picks it off. Come back down again. Same play working. I don't know how many catches he ended up with on the stat sheet to end the game. It had to be about 9 to 10.
Big arm QBs all have that in them, where they just like to take that shot.
Well, it was working. It was working. You went away from it. And that's what eventually cost you the game. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not putting it all on Kazi. A lot of different things happened, but you had something that was working. And again, also with this team, sometimes, and I said it before, guys, sometimes just play football. Just play football. I believe, and I'm all about the structure and all that stuff. So, and I know you run your system. I'm not telling you how to run your team or your system, but the wristband tends to make people robotic. You can see it. There's too much thinking going on. Guys become and I've said this before on previous pods, I have to run 10 and turn. It doesn't look natural. Sometimes you got to just let the guys play, wing it a little bit. Football is have fun. And the Bolts offense right now doesn't look fun. That's my critique. Like, it doesn't look. Kenny, you're not, and I'm not trying to be overcritical of your team, but am I off base?
You're not off base.
Okay.
I mean, I've been watching for 3 games and playing in 1, so I hear what you're saying, and I agree with everything you said.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's hard to be QB and call plays, but I've actually said this in like certain discussions. Like, there's just times where we should be calling plays like everybody do X, Y, Z, and just hit somebody that's open. And then we have people that, if you actually give them the ball, can run and make something happen. We want to do that. We can do that. Something that just like gets completions on the score sheet and starts moving the ball. We don't have to default to like the bomb on 3rd and 20 to try to pick something up. It's like, let's try to move somewhat. Or your whole point about thinking too much, that's actually verbatim what I've said in the past. Like, when people think, they start making mistakes, they move slower. So sometimes it's easier not to think. Play cards help with calling plays, but sometimes even then, like sometimes just scrap it. We have a good matchup, just like, well, we're going to throw this guy the ball a number of times, or the rusher's bearing down on Kazi, just throw it to somebody short and watch them go. Things like that can help. You're not off base.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My bad, guys.
It's
no worries.
Call.
I have guys over here. My guys are better than your guys. Stop them. That's what it is. I actually think that the wristband is actually, again, let me be that guy today. Listen, gloves off, right? Gloves off. The wristband is actually like hindering some of the better players, I believe. They don't look as free as they possibly want to be or could be. So I'm not saying to ditch it. You can have your first 15. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, you got that. But this constantly, I know it slows people down. That's all I'm saying. And it looks, and we have the game's film. It looks very, very robotic at times. That's all I say about the offense. But it looks great whenever the best offense you guys have is when the initial play doesn't work and Kazi creates something.
He can run, which I've told him. I like to see him run more.
That's your best offense. When you're watching it, that's your best offense.
Mm-hmm.
The initial thing doesn't work. He's looking, that pump is not there, and then he has to, all right, now I have to play football. Kazi's best playing football. Just play. Be a quarterback. We have a play that he made where he threw the ball. He scrambled a little bit. The first part wasn't there. Scrambled back. This is the tease in the business. You might be seeing that play a little bit later. on Chipmunk a little bit, danced on him a little bit, came back the other way, Lido wide open, blown coverage. People can't guard that long. But if you're just gonna stick to 5 out, this never gonna work. So, what do I know? Go ahead. Rob.
What does he know?
Oh no! Oh no! Wait! I got stuff for you. Go ahead, Rob. I got stuff.
You got stuff for me? I know what you got for me, actually.
This is the reason why I'm dressed like this. You got.
Oh, wow. Whoa. Okay.
My fault. My
So, what I'd like to see for the Bolts is I'm okay with the play sheet, right? But I think we're watching the offensive players and not watching the defensive players when running the play. If that makes any sense to you guys.
Because they're doing what the play tells them to do.
They are, but you know what they're going to be doing. What you're looking for is what the defense is doing. And I think we're looking at an opposite and waiting for the offense to do what they're supposed to do. And I think we should be looking at how the defense moved. So, because if you know the play, right, and you know the play you're running, and the guys run the play, if you see the defender do this or do that, you should know what's going to open. You should feel what's going to open up. That makes any sense?
But that's not what's on the play card.
What do you mean? No, it is what you know what's on the play card. The defenders have to move a certain way.
What you're saying is playing football. If I'm supposed to run,
I got you, but listen,
and you jump the out, I'm cutting back in. My play card tells me I have to run that out.
You're talking about adjustment. I'm talking about.
No, you're talking about adjustment, Rob.
Yeah. I'm not talking about an adjustment.
Just what you just said.
No. See, you guys missed what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Right. But how do you mean
think
the same
watching?
thing?
I think yeah. I understand why y'all heard what y'all heard, but at the court, I think Kazi is watching the offensive players, right? But to me, you already know what the offensive players are going to do, right?
Oh, okay, so you're saying he doesn't trust his receivers.
What you're watching for is, you know what they're going up there to do. You should be watching what the defenders are going to slide or where they're going to go, because there's things open. I seen a play where, and this was after the little mix of where Arnold was getting the ball. Arnold was open again in like the slot, wide open, but it was like, okay, Arnold's in the slot and he's going where he's going, and there was a wait for something else. But once you see the defender didn't cover Arnold should get the ball. But that comes to where you're watching and waiting for what was called to develop. You know what I mean? Like there's development that already happens instantly sometimes. You know what I mean? Like although yes, it may be for a post corner, but shit, if I'm running a friggin' 10-yard hook and they leave me, that developed already. We gotta throw the 10-yard hook.
Okay.
Screw the deep one.
I mean,
you understand what I'm saying?
That's why Kazi always gets rushed so much, because he's always waiting for the next route to get open. He's waiting for the big shot. He doesn't take what's right there in front of him sometimes. And I've seen that too. Because you look, it's not that receivers aren't open. You just see his eyes always elsewhere.
Well, the guy that it may be intended for isn't open yet. And the problem is, it is not guaranteed that he will be open. And then you only have 4 seconds before they're after you. And then if he doesn't get open, now we're in a scramble drill, which he has been very good at, but you can't live that way.
But this is
Kazi's the shiftiest quarterback in the league besides Nick.
By far. Yeah. But you can't live that way. You know what I mean? So eventually that's how you'll end up behind in the downs and behind time and always under duress on every throw. So it's basically we're saying throw earlier, but we're not saying just throw earlier. We're saying yes, if you that's why I use the example of the post corner, because it's going to take a little while for you to get into that, right? And that might be the route that opens up from whatever scheming the play has. But the guy that ran the end, they done already took the post corner guy and they run it with him. The guy that ran the end's open already, way before he even got to the corner. He's still on his way up about the post, or he posted and didn't corner yet. Throw it to the guy that's open. Like that's what it comes down to. But you may not know who's open if you're watching only the receivers.
But that's why you progressions, though.
Am I making sense? I don't know. I understand what I'm saying, but
no, it makes a lot of sense. Jeremy was saying something, about
progressions. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what you mean. Like, he has to go through his progressions and stuff. But Bolts, like, no offense to Kazi or the Bolts, they've just been losing so much, and they're not getting points on the board, or not getting enough points on the board to compete sometimes. And, sometimes it's just like, all right, let me get this. Let me get the drive started. Let me get this. Keep taking what the defense is going to give you, because eventually, if that's covered and you run the same play, the next thing is going to be open. And the next thing, the defense is going to have to adjust if you're looking good. But if you're going to keep playing like that, waiting for the next big play, then you're going to keep struggling, because nothing's being developed and no chemistry's there right now.
And you start to like a game. You build in it. If you watch things, you build on a game. You do something, and then the defense watches it a few times, and then they're gonna try to take it away. And when they take it away, something else is now vulnerable, and you have to build on the game. And I don't know if they're building on the game plan throughout the game, or it's just a strict game plan. And it's and you understand what I'm saying? But that is. But listen, they have the team. Kazi's shifty. He has the big arm. So I think it's basically a system. They gotta work out the whatever in the system. And like I said, I'd like Kazi to throw a little earlier on, even if the play was supposed to be something that's late developing.
So throwing with anticipation is what you're trying to say.
It's not even anticipate. Well, sort of, because you can when you. I'm not going to call myself a quarterback. I have played quarterback, but when you sometimes shut up, E. So when you look forward and you forget you too, you look forward and
Rob,
you can see a guy
you played quarterback, bro.
Nobody gonna mistake you for a quarterback,
bro. That's it.
Nobody gonna mistake you for a quarterback. You didn't have to say that, but go ahead.
They said I sound like what you call it? They said I sound like a broken record. It is a broken record, because at the end of the day, we're not going to reinvent the wheel here. We're playing a specific style of football. Unless we make it 7-on-7, then things change a little bit. You know what I mean? Unless it's you rushed quicker, things change a little. No, we're playing 6-on-6, 4 rush, 1 blitz. It's been the same for a season or two. So nothing, no advice really changes. Don't reinvent the wheel. It is what it is. They shift here. It's uneven on a side. It's 3 receivers on one side, there's 2 on the other side most of the time. Or you got however you distribute them, but there's no way to have it even on both sides, right? So that middle linebacker got to work. And if he's not working and he's getting help, that means they're leaving somewhere else to help him. That's what you need to see. It's easier said than done as a QB. But
this game is played by 6 guys. We go into the huddle. Whoever the biggest guy is, whatever. Draw the play on my chest. Let's go out there and play football. That's the way this game is played. Like, come on. Is that not? Come on. You got to play a lot of football, right?
Dude,
is that not how the game is played?
Yeah.
You're 100% right. But just look at good quarterbacks like Shu. You never see him waiting too long. If something's open, you always see him. He'll take it right down the sideline. He kills people with that. They give him 10 yards. All right, I'll take the 10 yards. It's what gets the drive going, and it's flag football. You're not there waiting for the big play. You're not trying to get 10 yards for a first down. You need half the field. You got 4 plays. Keep the drive moving. Don't let incompletions kill you, and let the receivers make plays. You give people on his team like look at the Guardians. You give Adil the ball. Adil will get you. He could turn a 5-yard play into a touchdown. You look at people like Cello. Same thing. I literally gave him a pitch. It was a touchdown. And sometimes, you know what? It's 3 yards, but 3 yards is better than 0 or a sack.
It's true.
Or a pick.
In defense of Kazi, there is a system for in-game adjustments, but it's kind of like along the same, a different house in the same street in terms of regimented. I mean, people can memorize it, but it's just, again, the whole, even there's too much thinking point, even if it's memorized, like people thinking before the play is usually a bad thing. You're going to move slower. So a lot of this is like, just have someone get open, or like people you can trust. Like that's what I did with the sleepers. A lot of plays I got open, they weren't actually called plays. Even the championship game, I just had an idea of what other people were going to do, and I'd run something that would get open. It can work if you just throw people the ball. You trust people. Yeah. You have people you can trust to do that. But
so yeah, this is okay. I am not out on the playbook. I'm not. The reason why is because I've played in many offenses, right? And we literally, although there's no playbook, we're running the same shit every game. I know what my route is on the sideline before he even says my route. Oh, I'm running that. I know because we've run it 1,000 times. So just because they don't have a tangible playbook doesn't mean that they're not running the same thing. I know exactly I know what the slot guy is doing in Shu's offense. I know what the sideline guys are doing in Yasha's offense. You feel me? Like they're running a system. The difference is he has it on paper. So it's the decision making at the time. I think you sticking to the primary route on the play too much. Now, like I said, the primary route might not be what gets open, and if it's late developing, you can't wait for it. You understand what I'm saying? Unless you need it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't need it, then run it and go elsewhere. But if you need the deep play, yeah, I get it. But if you don't need it, just keep running the O. And the O should go to anybody. 6-on-6 football. Anybody open, get the ball. That's it. But honestly, I can work it out. I got the team. They got all the minds on the team, got all the talent on the team. Just got to work it out.
Dude, there is no team in this league, except maybe one, where the talent pool is dry. Every team's got someone who can be the guy. And at the end of the day, it's just up to one. It's always up to the defense. If your defense is giving up 40 points, you can't expect the offense to put up 41 every game. But you can expect the guys on offense to at least run the right routes. And if you have a solid QB like Kazi, expect him to get the ball to where it needs to be. Run the right routes, but not even the right routes. Like you guys were saying, even Kenny was saying, talk to the guy next to you. Hey, what are you running? Oh, you're running this? Okay, I'm going to run this. This might get you open, or I could be open. Because a lot of the times it's just that simple. And people like to overcomplicate it and make it seem like you have to run a specific play, and this specific play is going to get this open only. No, man. If I run a slant and Kenny runs a post corner and E runs an in route, one of us is going to be open, different levels, spreading out the ball. But it just depends who. It's also situational too. On third down, if on third down you're calling 4 guys going deep and one guy running a comeback route and you're only getting 2 seconds, you're also not looking good there either.
That's a good point.
One thing I want to see, right, is watching this game. The elites did a good job playing defense. I ain't gonna hold you, but they switched up the defense. They also played the Guardians. Sorry, the Guardians. They also played some man. I'm sorry, if I have Arnold and the team shifts into, they won't play man. They won't play man. You have the 2 bigger receivers, right? I'm sorry. I'm going to shift the 4 to one side. Stay off that side of the field. Let that guy go mano-a-mano jump ball with him all day and see if they can stop him that way. Because what are you going to do? You got to back up because he's fast. Right? So what are you going to do? You're going to play off of him? What are you going to do? You're not going to man him up like at the line. He's probably going to get you. So it's just ways to scheme those guys.
You're saying what we're saying, Rob.
I'm not.
Why didn't they do that? Why didn't they do that?
That doesn't
because
mean
of his. That's
that
why
doesn't
they
mean that it's not in the playbook. It just means that we haven't called those plays.
Okay.
Right?
Good counterpoint, Rob. Yeah.
Right? It doesn't mean that it's not in the playbook. I don't know. Like I said, Yash and Shu, they run an offense. Their system is their system.
I don't want to knock structure, but the end game.
That's what it sounds like you're doing.
No.
And to be honest, the structure is working for who we would consider the others because they're not playing bad. It's just not a disconnect, but the uppers need to play better with each other. QB and the top guys.
Okay.
Anyway, we're not gonna beat the dead horse. Go ahead, E. Go ahead, E. Because you not like what I'm saying.
What was the score of this game? 26-6. I got it. I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, he had that clear.
That's it. That's it. I rest my case.
It was 20. I thought I saw 19-6. Oh no, 19 was a different game.
19-0 was
Ravens over Lights Out. This was 26-6.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And as we have Germ here, right? We go segue right into this.
Rob. We don't have to. We have to.
We have to.
Oh, we got to.
Oh, yes, we have to.
Shit.
We're gonna segue right into this SFS game. And listen, Kenny did pick you guys to win. I made an error. So Kenny also was gonna come in here covered up because he picked.
Nope. I was gonna say I'm not gonna take credit for something I don't deserve credit for. I will stand on having them ranked that high in the power rankings though for a reason. So yes.
Yeah. So
you know what? It's all out mid game. If you guys, I'm still dealing with a sprained ankle right now, but mid game, I'm there sitting on the sideline. I'm like, bro, why did Kenny have these motherfuckers ranked so high? We're up 12-0 in this game. And then the Outlaws, I want to give, I don't want to ever discredit a team for winning a game because obviously they outplayed us. But I will say that we made a lot of mistakes that allowed them to dominate the way they did at some points because we didn't perform to the level I think we can. And, whether you guys believe that or not, like that's just how it felt on the field. Just watching and, trying to talk to the guys. And we just have to do better as a team because, I'm not discrediting the Outlaws win. They obviously were better than us that day. But I still think that we shot ourselves in the foot a lot of times because we were up 12-0 with the ball. And then I think we were down at halftime.
What were some of the mistakes you guys made in that game?
Not guarding Ali.
Oh, Ali fucking balled out.
Yeah, 5 of them things.
Nah. But Ali balled out. Bro. One play I'll always remember. We're in the red zone. I think it's like third, fourth down. Marsal looks for Richie in the corner. Ali dives and picks up the ball in the front of the end zone. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker, bro.
Yeah. The tape doesn't do it justice.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't.
This was an impeccable pick. Now, Germ, just for the record, watching this back, right? I'm going to give the receiver a little error on this play also. When I watched it live, I gave 100% to the QB.
No, I watched it on the sideline from my perspective. I still put it 80-20. 80 on the QB, 20 on the receiver.
So if from what I've been watching that side of the field, what was going on, it was a stutter comeback type of route where that receiver was having the option to keep going depending on what the defender did. On that
not
play,
necessarily. I wasn't in the huddle for that play. But it looked like it was just a stop at the front of the end zone. And I say 80-20 because one, if you're throwing a stop and you see a corner on the receiver,
you got to come back to the ball.
That's why I said 20 because you should know to come back to the ball. But 80 because the receiver's still running the right route, and the quarterback should not be throwing that ball, or he's got to make an adjustment, or he's got to be able to communicate with the receiver, or tell him before the play, because the receiver is trying to make sure that he's in the end zone. That's his job.
We got Dre in the chat says Merce was stuck on that comeback. So
that was a staple play. They ran the whole game though.
They ran it a lot. Now the problem is if it is a comeback, the reason why I do give the receiver some error, he never came back. And the reason he didn't come back, because if he did come back, he wouldn't have been in the end zone. But you would have had more plays. So you can catch that on the one and give your guys an opportunity to score on the next play. But that was after watching it in video. When I watched it live, it just looked like it was just an impeccable play.
It was regardless, it was a great fucking. He dove.
Yeah, hell of a friggin' pick.
He stood in bounds too. Like the margin of error was so small there because he caught it on he caught it diagonally going out of bounds, and he kept his feet in.
Yeah. So, but just defense. Don't get me wrong. The offense wasn't great.
The defense
was atrocious.
Defense fell asleep. That's just really what it was. Defense just wasn't there that game. Especially in that second half. First half, I really think, it comes with fatigue, and it's not physical fatigue. I feel like it's emotional fatigue. When shit isn't working on the offense, and the people get upset, it just brings them down. And I think that's more of what happened. I don't trust that we are gonna hold this too hard. Like we already aren't, but we are making sure we're not gonna make the same errors and make sure things are a little more structured as well.
I also did think that you being out, Germ, hurt you guys drastically in this game because Jay does know how to stretch the plays. He has a knack for that, of stretching plays. Although Jay's not the fastest guy, somehow he buys time back there with his little movements, and he was able to do that in this game. Just for the record, he only had seven incompletions, if I remember the stat correctly. And they used Ali. They moved Ali all over the field on you guys. He ran curls, he ran in, he ran slants, he ran out, he ran post, and
that resulted in how many catches?
Touchdowns? 5.
Total catches.
Total catches. I think it was like 14 or 15 or something like that. He had a big day.
My question is, how many balls Aziz caught?
Aziz had about 11.
I think no. So
he was killing.
Ali had a great game.
Ali had about 14 to 16, and Aziz had 11, 12, something like that. I don't have the stat sheet on me, but that it's around those numbers.
Ali had a great game, but anytime you ever see if Jay's in trouble, you always see he doesn't really look to Ali or any other guy. He always looks to Aziz.
Yeah.
Aziz has the best hands on that team and is the most reliable guy on that team.
Well, he thinks that of himself. You saw he stole a pass from one of his teammates.
He definitely could have let Harris have that one.
But like I said, they made the most of their opportunities, and that's what good teams do. I think I don't know if you have the power rankings up, but my power rankings reflect a lot of how the game's been played. Because the Outlaws are a good team, I think we need some more. I feel like they would be either fighting for the number one spot right now, but they just need more. Make sure that Jay's there every week because Jay hones the offense like the best of them.
To be honest, what I think what was hindering them early this season, they were dropping the ball at an alarming rate. If you watch back game one, it was like, what the hell? Like, what is wrong? It'd be like, and I'm not saying like difficult drops. This is like easy drops. And it stalls the offense and puts them behind.
What if it could also just be your guys being out there available and making plays? Ali was hobbled the first couple of weeks. Let's call it what it was. He played sparingly.
Mm-hmm.
He showed up this week and showed what he could do against SFS. Again, we had the debate about top two. And it's like teams,
Ali and Aziz,
and I'm not saying Ali is better because of what we say, but some people do get a chip on their shoulder, and then
like, oh, that guy's better than me.
Teams, and certain teams start feeling themselves off of what we say and lay an egg. Thank you, SFS. That happens, man.
Ali and
saw
Aziz
the
definitely.
sorry to cut you off. I saw they added Connor too, which is a nice pickup for the
very good pickup.
The Outlaws. So
very good pickup.
Yeah.
But SFS.
Hey, I'm
Listen,
counting how
it's
many
one
games
loss.
Connor comes to. He has to come to the next 2. If he don't come to the next 2, I better not see him in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They know. They know. We on
there are several guys we know that's only been
that need to make the rest of the season.
on all that we have every picture. We know.
Yeah.
We know.
Germ, that's why we take pictures, Germ.
We know.
I'll
tape.
search through that tape. I'll search through every tape. Make sure.
We got it.
You can't cheat the system.
I don't got time like that.
No, we got you.
We got you.
We
yeah.
know.
So, but SFS, listen, you got a game coming up this week here, so you know you guys have to have a short memory. And that's it. Move on. Hopefully your ankle's good to go. Maybe I don't know. You twisted it really bad. Maybe you'll be back in a week.
I tried. I actually tried running on it this week. I actually brought out my younger sister just to like let me try like run routes, throw me the ball. I can't take that first step to like push off and get some speed. I can't.
Yeah.
Sorry,
you sit out and just get healthy. There'll be more football. So
hey, what you mean? I played in that game. I threw a ball.
You did. Oh, I forgot about that. They did have opportunity for the golden rule.
Okay.
I ain't gonna hold you. Germ dropped the ball on the back line. You could not have thrown a better football for the play. And unfortunately, Merce, who had a tough game, hit his hands and he dropped it. If you watch the video, you seen it. So I'm not saying anything that didn't happen. When I mean the back line, I don't know if y'all can see me. So the ball came, and basically, if nobody would have touched it, the ball might have hit the back line like that.
I threw. That was the first pass I threw the entire day.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
He was upset. He went to the car, put his cleats on, came out and threw that.
That's exactly what happened. I put on the jersey and everything.
Yeah, there was a funny part in that game where he made a defensive adjustment and pulled Ray out the game, and then he disappeared. So they were all like, "Wait, he just subbed you and left?" Then they were like, "Ray, back in the game." Yeah, it's pretty funny. But man, you guys got to have a short memory.
We just need to sometimes just shake things off during the game. I feel like sometimes we hold on to things too. We gotta, even in the game, so we just gotta like let things go.
Yeah.
What are some of the players on your team that hold on to things more?
Wow. I can't say that. Anyways,
Captain Germany.
What are you trying to do?
It's Captain Germany.
Don't let these two like to drag you into deep waters. Yeah, you do it all the time. Don't let these two get you.
I respect the question, Kenny. You
turmoil in your.
You have to ask the question.
You're not. To my knowledge, all my guys have short-term memory. So good luck.
There you go, Captain Germ. All right. We gonna move on to this ball up Topville game. Before we move on, the Outlaws guys, all of them played well. Harris played well. Yusuf's been leading them defensively. I don't know if we don't mention that. He's been playing impeccable defense. He actually had a pick 6 in this game. Yeah. Anyway, all right. This was probably the best game of the day.
Hold on, not to duo. If you had to do your duo
Ali and Aziz,
you got to do your duo tiers now. The people want to know. That's become a thing.
You know what? I'm gonna match them up, and I'm gonna have to make a graphic for this. Because
no. I got you. I got my duo tiers. I got you guys.
You got it. Okay.
All right. Number 1 is pretty easily. Obviously, it's gonna be Nick and Vinny.
Okay.
Easily. Okay.
Easily. Dude, Vinny's crazy fast. Nick is just a hooper. Like he just plays ball, man.
Okay.
Elite, Guardians, you hear that? All right, go ahead.
Oh, then you're really not gonna like my number 2. Number 2, I gotta go just based off the performance and seeing it in person. I'm gonna go Aziz and Ali.
Guardians, you hear that? I like it. Uncle Pop, this is going on a graphic tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3. Damn, you're really not gonna like this then. I'm gonna put Cello and Dre.
Okay.
Yo, dude. Dre has one of the best hands I've seen, and Cello, you're not touching Cello. You are not touching Cello.
I'm gonna have to clip this. This is going on.
Okay, keep it going.
I'm gonna clip
Number
this.
4.
Number 4.
See, I want to say Adil and Abu, but yeah, I think I'll say them.
Okay.
Dude, they're just both really fast. They're not deep. Like, what's it called? If you throw the ball up deep and have them chase it, they're probably the best guys for it. Jump ball, neither of them could do it, but they have crazy speed and they have crazy ability to make plays. Now, number 5, this feels criminal to even put him this low, but he doesn't have a particular duo. I mean, you could say Ty, but Ty hasn't really been there. But I know he's on the team. I'm gonna say it's gonna be like Ned and Riley.
So what happened? What happened to Arnold and Guy?
I know they had a bad game, but I would not take no. This guy Arnold Slant, no way.
No.
Let the man finish.
Dude, you are going off. Like, I'm going off like the ability these guys have and the chemistry I've seen on the field this season. You're talking about all time. The chemistry I've seen on the field this season, these are the rankings.
Okay. All right.
Because if I'm not mistaken, I haven't seen the Bolts do too much this season. No offense to them.
Kenny?
It's true.
Okay, just making
fairness. I've been sitting out too, so I can't really comment on it, but it's true.
All right.
I don't want to hear sitting out business, Kenny. I saw your jersey. I saw that name right on the field last week. I don't care about that.
Kenny only had one reception last week.
One game.
One reception? That's criminal. That's criminal.
I just worked there.
Oh, okay. All right. Where was that? That was number 5. Number 6. I mean, I don't know who's Bolt's number 2.
Guy.
Oh, I forgot about Guy. Guy's pretty good.
That's what we were saying. But you call it Guy.
I'm easily taking Ned and Riley over Guy and Arnold right now. Right now, listen. Those are keywords. Right now.
Well, he's not going on potential.
I know.
He's going on what he's saying. So I'm not gonna argue.
That's why I argue the power rankings. He's going off how it is this season as opposed to historically. So that's because,
dude, we all know who Arnold is, and we all saw what Guy did last season. This is this season.
Gotcha. We got you. All right. So now you got Guy and Arnold, and then
I didn't say that.
Okay. Oh well, you still have to get. You got Ravens.
Yeah. So my number 6 is gonna be. I'm gonna say Will and Q. I'm not putting Ike. Ike is great.
I don't even know if Q would say he's the second best player on the team right now. It might be AP.
You can say AP. They're very interchangeable. Like those 3 guys, they're a top.
Will and whoever his wingman is at the time.
Huh? Yeah, I get it.
Will and whoever the wingman is that day.
Because we've seen Omar throw for that team and Vinny throw for that team, and they both kind of have the common factor is always Will. Will gets the ball. There's not a game you don't see Will getting the ball. But whoever the second most getting the ball, it depends on who's throwing. Because I've seen Vinny underthrow Ike, and then the ball just doesn't look that good, and Ike's not really getting possessions. And then he's finding him on the slants. He'll throw the deep ball down the field.
Might be Will and Ken at this point.
Who was this Ike you speak of on this show?
Oh yeah.
Take one hand, you take the other hand, and you say,
Kenny, don't act like you don't know. Kenny, don't act like you don't know.
Kenny?
Yeah,
I apologize.
There we go.
Number 7. Now I'll go Arnold and Guy.
Wow.
And then number 8, it's just KJ and whoever else is on that team.
I think right now it would be Alex.
Alex is probably
Sure.
Yeah, it'll be between Alex. It'd be between Alex, Diego, and KJ for whichever duo.
Well, all I know is I'm putting KJ. I've seen KJ play. I've seen KJ. KJ is the shiftiest guy I've seen in a little while, and he's not. It's not like he's skinny though. KJ a big boy. Like he's like, bro. He got size, but he's quick.
He got them.
I don't know what it is.
He's quick. Yeah,
bro. It's that like it's a Samoan Hispanic thing he got going on, man. Like that shit working, bro. Bro, I don't know what it is, bro. Man just moves, and I get all power.
He has nimble. He has those nimble, quick feet. It's direction switch and
dude, it's fucking insane, honestly. And it's insane because you don't expect it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Kenny, 30 seconds or less. Your top 2. If you can run through it real quick, so we go to the next game.
Next question.
Kenny, no.
Kenny. You see, Kenny? You tried to send Germ down this route.
Kenny, I need your answer.
I'd have to, but I'd have to answer it differently because it's all context too. Like we're saying it just
wherever you want it to
just be. This season and how they performed. That's my context. This season and how they performed.
But if they all had the same quarterback, I think the list would be different.
Of course it would, but that's not the same.
So you won't.
But we're talking about just this season and what you've seen and the numbers that
we're talking about currently constructed teams
with the same kind of like the NBA Jam thing. We have to choose between 2 or 3 players. Anyone remembers that version of NBA Jam? I think it might have went over everyone's head when I said that. I don't think I can argue with his list. Running through it.
Because
I can't really argue because a lot of that is a function of the team they're on, though. If I can't move quarterbacks, then I wouldn't change much on that list because some teams are just better. Their QB situations are just better. So it's like it's hard to change. Exactly.
So let's address the elephant in the room. Is your combo, is that number 7? I'll ask the question then.
I mean, some of that too is my own ego thing. Like I can outplay those guys myself as well.
Oh, so you should be one of the top 2.
Okay. They're really good. I don't know.
So you should be a part of the top 2, and if you are, who are you removing?
But I'm
answering you and the next guy. Right?
I'm going back to your question now. I'm thinking of like who.
Yeah.
I don't think I can move them higher based on like the structures. I don't think I can move them past 7 legitimately based on purely the constraints of the question you asked. I don't think I can move them. In fairness, I like his list. I think it's a good list.
Okay.
Based off the criteria I put, that's why I made the list the way I made it. I'm not saying any of these guys can't ball. I think they all can ball. And honestly, if we were going individualized, all right, who you got? 1 through 10, 1 through 15 of the guys I just put. Just because that's individualized and not a duo, but the duo thing makes it where all right, both these guys got to work together well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Even with the Ville, you could make an argument. Do you throw Ryan in there, assuming he makes the games over?
But that's why I didn't put Ryan.
Exactly. Well, that's also why I didn't like in previous. Well,
your best ability is availability.
Like I factor that into power rankings overall too, in terms of like looking ahead as like who's likely to actually be there in certain teams and like QB situations. Like I factor that into other point. But yes,
that's where we differ in the power rankings. Yours is a forecast.
Nope. That's not true.
You literally just said that.
No, I said that. I said it as a factor in terms of some of it is why I don't go purely on wins and losses. Like they may have a win with certain people.
How do you know how is that a factor? Unless you're forecasting because because you're going based off of their history and what they have done that allowed you to have that judgment. That's what it is. You can't say that the Outlaws that played those previous weeks, if you didn't have a history of the Outlaws and didn't know who Ali and the teams were, you cannot say that team would have been better than.
The man said he saw it. Why are you?
No. Hear what I'm saying. Let's hear what I'm saying. And you can have the floor, Kenny. If you were brand new to this league and just watched the 3 games of the Outlaws without knowing Aziz and Ali, you would not have said that team was the 3rd best team in this league based on how they played this season. You used history of knowing them from previous seasons to know what Ali, Aziz, Connor wasn't on the team then.
Well, you kind of have to because you know they're better
but that's
than
not
they're
a
playing.
That's not a power. The power ranking is how is the team playing that week. That's what the power ranking.
Well, no, the record would reflect how the team's playing because they're probably going to lose. A power ranking is we went through this. We had them were losing games in the fall, and we still had them ranked higher than teams with better records.
You guys are missing the point, though.
I completely understand what you're saying.
They got this current season was too high. If you're not factoring in previous seasons, that's what I'm saying. The way they played, they won a 12-zip game against the Ravens. That wasn't impressive enough to have them as the number 3. I don't remember that other game that they played. They lost.
Their game was a late game loss against Ball Up Top. Ramsey came down and scored the game-winning touchdown.
I agree with what E is saying. Like that was my perspective. I 100% understand what you're saying, but I wasn't factoring their history. I was actually watching the game. Just like we made the point about how many passes they dropped in game 1. Mm-hmm. If they catch those passes and they win that game, do we not factor that higher? It's like, oh, they would have won that game against or who did they lose to? The Ville. Was that week 3 they lost to the Ville? Close. I was factoring it based on what I see in the game. I hear what you're saying. That's another perspective on like the rankings in terms of like looking at it and saying, oh, he's factoring history. He's like, no, I'm actually watching the game and how they're playing. Even in losses, like they're formidable. So, but I hear what you're saying. I get it. I completely understand it the first time you said that, but yes, I get you.
All right. Let's move on to the game of the week last week. Ball Up Top versus DeVille. Quick summary.
Great
Ramsey
game.
and Ned showed up a little late, but the game still became something crazy. Go ahead.
I just want to ask a question from an unbiased perspective. Me and Rob's are refs. There was one play that was talked about a little bit. You guys saw the play, was posted in the chat. Do you have PI or no PI? What do you guys
I did not see that play.
You didn't see the play, Kenny?
It was difficult. I understand
why. Was it the
live
one that we were complaining about?
They're talking about the it was on the right sideline where I think it was Donovan.
I saw that play live. I saw that play live. Absolutely not. Kenny, it's up to you to go.
I understood why they called pass interference because from their perspective, it looks like pass interference. It's easy when we see the video. It's like, okay, he didn't technically interfere with him, but I can see why from where the refs are standing, why it would look like PI, especially if he never got his head around. Even though technically he didn't touch him or impede him. But I see why it was called what it was called. So now officially, no. Not PI, but I understand why they was called it PI.
Now, this wasn't my game to call, so after I get to see the review of the video, just like you guys. So just for future reference, right? In these leagues, there's no call for face guarding.
Correct.
Right? Which is what you would call what he was doing. But you can't contact him while face guarding before the football arrives. So there was face guarding and then body contact before the football gets to that guy is a PI.
Are you saying that's what happened on the play where he actually
he contacted him.
Okay, if he contacted him, yeah, that makes sense. I couldn't tell if he hit him or not.
Yeah, he got him. He got him with the body. So basically he kind of runs into him.
Okay. I mean, he made it
that's what the call. That's listen, that's an impeccable call.
To get called for that by not getting his head around.
Yeah, because it's face guarding. Mm-hmm. So you can face guard, but you can't contact the guy before the football gets there. If say you just get your hands, like in the NFL, you got to look back at the football and all this stuff, right? And in these leagues, you can be right in front of his face.
You can shadow someone, yeah. You can shadow.
But you can't, you don't have to look back, but then you can't run into them. Your body can't hit them. It can't, you know what I mean? That's what happened. Look at the play. It was some body to body contact before the football dropped in. It was actually a good call.
I actually completely disagree. Even watching it live, watching it back, I don't agree with it at all. I think there's very little to no contact. And
he can't contact him at all if he's face guarding him.
There's There's not enough to make a call there. I think that's just good defense.
I'm gonna send you the slow-mo clip.
Send me the slow-mo clip.
I got you. When we get off, I'll send you the is that I'm
seeing things in slow-mo.
Watch it to see when you see it in fast motion, right? Now, and on the field, the ref can, depending on his angle, he probably sees this.
Yeah.
But us looking from different angles and stuff like that, we can't see what that ref saw. So I can send you the slow-mo clip so you can understand what the ref saw. That's all I can do.
I just wanted to get that out there because I know.
Yeah,
that's the elephant in the room. So now we can talk about.
What I don't think those guys don't.
No, I know, but there was still a lot of football played after that, and and Ball Up Top did have a chance at the end to drive and win. So go ahead. It's
in a tight game with that level of play, you got to let that go. Terrible call, soft.
No,
you can't. So let me. This is the problem with that deal. If the call was for you, you want the call. If the call's against you, of course you don't want the call. So now if that was your player, you definitely would be screaming pass interference.
Yeah.
Rob, that's like saying if you want $1 million, you take $1 million, but if someone else get $1 million, to take $1 million. What the fuck?
Yeah, but you can't. A deal actually played in the game.
Yeah.
A deal actually played in the game. We can't listen to him. He of course doesn't want that call against his team. He's biased.
Yeah, he's biased. Automatically. That's why I asked you guys first because you guys weren't in the game. I just want to know.
Yeah, automatically he's biased.
Yeah.
Now, and that's the thing. I noticed like soft calls. Play the game that you're in.
But glad you're watching it, though. Happy belated birthday, bro.
Oh yeah. Happy belated birthday, my brother. Yeah. Play the game that you're in, and that call's gonna go your way. Call's gonna go against you. It is what it is. It wasn't egregious like they made it seem like it was just just a terrible call. It wasn't nothing like that.
No.
Yeah, so. But y'all could go on about this game. This was a game. I'm sure Kenny watched it.
Go ahead, Kenny.
Yeah, I watched it live. First, compliments to Dr. Mike, who was QBing them to start. I think that was his last game. He said he was going overseas to study.
Yeah.
Big ups to him.
Shout out to Mike, man. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
The school. He mentioned the school, but I didn't think it was my place to say where he's going. So, but yeah.
Yeah. He said it. Good luck over here. We wish you all the success, and hopefully at some point we'll see you back.
Yeah, they had a lot of good players step up. Who else was there? Riley had a nice long touchdown, although I also criticized him for the I talked to him about that. The interception, the deep, he's right. It was underthrown, but he could have prevented it from being picked off when what's his name? Dude threw it. I keep forgetting his name.
Ramsey.
Ramsey. When Ramsey threw him the pass, he threw
that wasn't. I don't think that one. That was still Mike.
No,
Mike threw two.
I thought it was Ramsey that threw it.
No, I think Ramsey wasn't. That was early in the game. I think I want to. I think it was Mike. I know Ramsey threw 2 picks. One at the end of the game, then there was another one, but that one early in the game, I think that one was Mike because he threw 2. He threw one deep one that he underthrew to Riley that got picked off. Then another one he tried to throw deep to Chris. That got picked off also. So
okay, maybe I don't remember who was QB.
Yeah,
but I did chastise it's underthrown, but you're like a foot taller than the guy who picked it off. If you just go back and make a play on it, and in fairness, I've done the same thing too, where I kind of I don't jump up all the way and kind of I'm supposed to body because there's a confidence thing where you're worried about catching it. So I've been there myself, but you could prevent a interception there. He had a nice long touchdown though, to his credit. Who else? Donovan played well. Chris had some plays. He also had it was a play. I don't think it was caught on camera. I kind of yelled at Chris for one play. I was like, it wasn't technically his fault. It's just he made it worse by not going after the guy who caught the ball. Who else can I shout out there? I think Carlos is in that game too. Adil had some plays. Adil had a funny play too. They were, which I understood what they were trying to do. They were trying to run out the clock. I think they had was it first down and 5?
Yeah.
And he pitched Adil the ball.
He just caught it.
And he just stood. I was like, why don't you go up further? I understand not getting the first down. I agree with that. But you're leaving more room for error by not getting more yards. You could just walk up and stop 1 foot in front of the first down.
Wait, so he wasn't right by the first down marker when he did that?
No, he stopped. It was first down.
Yeah,
I think so. And I actually thought they did it because I thought they were going to run the same play again. That was my thought. Because Adil caught the ball, he was like 2 yards away from the quarterback, and instead of most people run up to the first and stop, he caught the ball and just turned around and stopped. And they needed room for second. That's why I thought they were going to run the same play again.
Well, you don't need any room.
Or you take your side or take a knee, whatever. But I thought
you can take a side.
I just thought it was not the play itself. The fact that he didn't get more yards was bad. Because you're leaving more, and it turned out being a factor. And on fourth down, the next two plays they were incomplete passes. They had to go for it was like 4th and 4 instead of being like 4th and 1 foot. And they still got a deep pass to Ned, but it's like you create an opportunity for plays like that instead of a gimme 4th down. You actually have to complete something on 4th down. Now that's what I was thinking long term. Like you got to think about there's a possibility that can happen. So why leave room for that? But that was just like one play. Vaughn played really well. He has a very interesting story about how he ended up in New York. I kept calling him Clemson at first because he's wearing a Clemson hat. Like I didn't know his name, but then he told me his name after. I was like, oh, okay, so you're Vaughn. Okay, they had a lot of good players in that game. They have a team. Ball up top, and the Ville did what they do. A lot of the guys you don't mention. I wish I knew their names because I've seen some of them play in other leagues.
Shout out Vaughn. Tough loss for your Panthers, man. The Panthers from Carolina.
That was rough. That was rough.
Somebody here.
Yeah.
Packers fan too.
Yo, bro. Why? Why do we have to go straight to the Packers? Why?
I'm here for you. I said tough loss, man. We're here. This is a safe space.
Man, bro. You just happy because y'all got John Harbaugh now. Don't stop acting all giddy, bro.
Harbaugh. That was big pickup.
Until 2 seasons from now when they cussing them.
And Rob's only happy because the Spurs are playing good.
I'm happy today.
Oh, baby.
I'm happy today.
It's a good pickup for the Giants, though.
I'm happy today.
Good coach.
All this to go 8-9.
Oh my gosh. It's not a basketball talk, man.
I just know. I said, and the Spurs. I was happy because the Spurs are doing good.
Back to the game, Kenny. Back to the game.
It was a good win.
They could see the jacket. We could get back to the game. They could see the jacket.
Okay. Well, they have a good pieces too. The Spurs do.
Yeah.
What's his name stays healthy long term. That'd be nice, but we don't know.
Hope so.
Don't know.
Wembanyama.
Yeah. But yeah, the Ville too. We got to give them credit for winning again against a really good team, and they've got pieces. We mentioned a couple of their guys, but they've got a strong roster. This is why they stay undefeated. Good for them.
You know what? It got to be meaningful for them to be winning because it's their guys.
Yeah.
I always say that the best winning was when you're with your guys, like just your guys. And that's what it feels like the Ville team is. That's their team. Like that's what they play with when they go elsewhere. They have added Ryan, but the rest, everybody else is what they play with in other leagues. You know what I mean? So it must be meaningful for them. They are playing. They know how to win in the end. At the end of the day, they when they played the Guardians, they had to come back.
Mm-hmm.
They faced some adversity. This game here, they had to make a stop. And
well, first they had to strategically let ball up score.
Yeah,
so that they could get the ball back to eventually take the lead back. Ball up top was going to eventually score. So the thing was to play back, and that's when Ramsey ran it in. As you can see, like nobody chased him as giver. He was able to run it in. And Shane actually said he did that on purpose because he wanted the ball back that could score.
Because you figure they're going to score and run out too much time, so get the ball back a little earlier. They could, smart.
True. I see your point there, Adil. That's fair. I figure that, but still, like you can just pitch it backwards if that's the counter to it. But yeah, that's just me. I don't like to leave room for like a 4th down play where you have to throw the ball multiple yards. But okay, that's fair.
When he stopped like that, I immediately thought
I
thought they were going to do the same play.
I can't do it.
Yeah, I thought they were going to do the same play again.
Yeah. But you're right about letting him score on purpose, though. Sometimes you have to do that. I've been in games where it's like, yeah, you got to do your thing and just like let dudes score. Well,
I would advise to be able to rewind to about 20 minutes ago. Jerm had a ranking that
you're not gonna be happy. You're not gonna be happy. You're not gonna like it.
And on top of that, Kenny agreed to it, so they both Kenny co-signed it. Kenny co-signed it. I want you to rewatch the show, but I'll tell you here, I think he had you at number 4.
All right.
I would say nothing this week that I put my foot on. I'm not going to talk bad about the Ville, the others. No more material today. They're going to get they're actually going to play against the team who I did say the others were better than. I think they play SFS this week, so blasphemy.
It's good.
So I heard SFS.
Huh?
I heard SFS.
No, because the talk was whose others are better. Your guys at the Ville. That's what we're gonna find out this week. And again, that doesn't mean that the others are better because the superstars can kill. Just like you guys allowed Ali to score 5 of them things. I repeat 5.
5.
5 of them things. So Vinny is very capable of doing the same thing.
The Ville's a good team, man. They got a good QB in Shane. They got a rated Nick. They got Ryan. They got Vinny. What's Nick's rating, by the way? What is he, a 3?
Right, yeah. He'll be going up.
He's currently a 3.
He's currently a 3, but he'll be going up.
He should have went up last season. Yes.
Just real quick, Adil just tuned in. Explain to him why you had him as the 4th best duo.
That's blasphemy.
The 4th best duo?
You had them 4, right?
Thought I had him at 5.
Oh, my bad.
Wait, which idea?
Nah, squirrel.
I gotta move my chair back for that a little bit.
You had them at 4. The duo. You had them at 4.
They have no jump ball threat. They have no one who's gonna go up and get a ball if you need a ball. They are quick. They can make plays, but there's always a time where you need someone to win a jump ball. Neither of them can do it. They are quick. They're fast. They're agile. They can make plays happen. But they have no jump ball threat. Everyone above them has that jump ball threat. And if it's not both, it's one of them. Because you can throw the ball up, and they're fast. Nick. Oh my gosh.
Vinny.
Nick and Vinny. Vinny's fast. Nick got hops. He just looks like he looks like, and he can get up there. He will say, "Give me that ball." You got at number 2, Ali, and Aziz. Like I said, secure hands. You don't really see him dropping much. You need a catch on 4th down. Aziz can get you that catch on 4th down. Number 3, you got Dre and Cello, and I kind of want to put them a little higher, but just off the criteria I said, I'm going to keep them where they're at. Cello's a beast. He does the jump ball. He does the speed. He does the agility. Dre just has one of the best hands I've even seen. You don't see him dropping much. Like I think if Dre drops a ball, I don't think he would forget it for the rest of the game.
We saw that last season in the game we played with Death Row. That's neither here there.
I remember seeing Dre drop wide open in the back right corner. I remember that shit.
That stayed with him the rest of the day. That stayed with him.
Nah, but Dre, and even you could say those are the top 2, but then we just have more guys too on that SFS team who, like on other teams, are gonna be that top 2. But that's not really the point. And then we get to number 3. Oh no, we get to number 4 is where I have Abu and Adil. I couldn't put them any lower, just because they play great.
Heard that? Only because y'all played great.
And then number 5 is because I don't see Ned being below 6. You can't put Ned below 6. There's no way Ned, like, just based off what you've seen this season, not even going off what you've seen previous seasons. Ned, if Ty's there and Ned's there, and based off what I've seen this season, like it's hard because just turning back in, get Jim off the pod.
He don't like that you got him at 5, man.
It's all right, man. Not everyone's gonna like what I have to say, but at the same time, it is what it is. But yeah, like Ned himself, he's already 4 tiers higher. I'm not saying Riley brings him down. I'm just saying that it's not the best duo.
We got it. We got it. Power rankings, guys.
I'm not taking anything. Riley's been playing great this season. You look
back at the tape. Yes.
Riley's been playing great.
Yeah. I think Riley's on a mission to get
Riley's not better than Adil or Abu. And that's why I have him higher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we have number 6. Who did I is this where I took the Ravens?
And then Bolts.
Yeah, then Bolts, then Lights Out. Yeah.
Yeah. I have no switch in my rankings.
Aaron, is your ranking?
We here at the.
You guys have Rob. Do you guys have any disagreements? Maybe not based off the criteria I said. Kenny even he said he didn't disagree, but just based off the criteria I put.
Technically, we can't say too much because they always act like it's a conflict of interest. We don't get too.
No, I mean we're not picking any games, anything like that. But I do understand why the Bolts duo is taking a hit. Not all entirely their fault, as you guys have alluded to, but it's chemistry and things like that. We're doing it based on the team aspect and how they're playing right now. If I'm gonna not talk out of both sides of my mouth and say that if everything is based off of this season, they do need to be, and not historically, which has been a big debate lately, then they do deserve to be brought down a couple of notches. So that's
because we all know outside of this season what Arnold and Guy have done.
Yeah.
But it's not about other seasons, it's about this season. Because you look at guys, even like talking NFL, who's the best receiver right now? Like which receiver played the best this season?
See your
point.
Puka,
Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
But that's not taking away how good Justin Jefferson is.
No, we get you. You make your reasoning is valid points.
Yeah.
Your reason is valid points. We're not saying it's funny to watch the guys because them guys don't like where you're putting them. So that's what makes it funny.
But just the fact that we're even having this talk about the Bolts guys probably slipping, are they the most between them or Ray? Who's been the most disappointing team so far in terms of like makeup, build, and the way they're playing?
Just
until this week,
overall season. I'm not talking about
this week. It might have been the Outlaws.
Huh?
Until this week, it might have been the Outlaws. They just happened to pick it up this week. They were disappointing the first 2 weeks of it. They won by a 6-0 against the damn Ravens. I had to ref that game.
That was a terrible.
It was atrocious.
That was a terrible.
It was tough. It was a tough hour. It was a tough hour.
But look on the other side, the team that actually lost that game.
Oh, they're very disappointed.
They haven't played much better the rest of the season. Like
they're between those.
And they had that. I remember watching that game. They had so many red zone trips. So many trips to the red zone.
It might be the Ravens. It might be the Ravens because even in the game that they scored and they won, one of the touchdowns was a tipped pass that happened to fall into somebody's hands. It wasn't efficient, one of the touchdowns, and it was a 1-score game. So if they didn't get that one, they lose that game. Yeah. So it might be the Ravens.
It's a toss-up because it's like it's not even because they're the worst teams. It's just like it just happens that they're on the lower part of the leaderboard, but it's just because the abilities of the guys we've seen on those teams from what we've seen in previous seasons is just not being used to the fullest potential.
Okay, I like that. I can agree with that.
Because you guys looked at me bug-eyed when I put Arnold and Guy that low, but you got to just go based off the numbers.
Basically, they're not producing. They're not producing wins. That team.
It's not about producing wins. Not even the stats. If you look at the stats too, you guys have the stats there. They're getting the ball, but nothing's really happening with it. They're not putting touchdowns on the board. The score is staying the same.
Yeah.
You're not seeing crazy catches by them. You're kind of just seeing they're playing all right, you know.
I got you. We with you.
As we look at these power rankings, we don't have to go through each and every one, but there is something glaring there. Germ, homer pick at number 2.
Number 2, you guys. It was a bad loss, you know, this week for the SFS. But are you discrediting the other wins and how the defense has played? You know, everyone has an off week. You know, this is a 6-game season, unfortunately, and
Germ's saying don't overreact, man. That's all he's saying. Germ, I got you. I know what you're saying. Don't overreact.
But I like that, you know, there was consistency between number 1 and the bottom 3.
I mean,
and honestly, I had the Bolts higher. If you look at mine, I had the Bolts higher than the Ravens last week, but the Bolts are definitely the most disappointing team in my opinion.
I wouldn't argue that. I wouldn't argue.
Okay, I got a question for so there's a little discrepancy in yours, Kenny, compared to the other two where ball up top is concerned.
Even with like 2, 3, 4, it's rotating. Like Outlaws beat SFS, SFS beat ball up top beat Outlaws. So you can pick either there, but I just think again, they played really well in a loss against, if you're going to say the Bills a number 1 team, and I don't even think the Bills on a different tier than the other 3. I think they're all in the same tier in my mind. Those top 4 in the same tier, and then other tiers below them. I see how they performed in that game is really good, especially now. One question I had, the reason why I was comfortable leaving them at 5 last week is because we weren't, well, at least I don't know until you actually seen it, that their QB Ramsey's going to show up. And I don't even want to say that on the pod because I don't think I want to mess with and keep mentioning the whole eligibility thing because I don't like reminding people, even though I'm doing it now, that there's a real eligibility thing.
We know.
If you forget, people forget it, and it impacts. So okay, we don't have to play against them in the playoffs. That's good. So that's why I was comfortable leaving them at 5 because we don't know who's going to show up for them yet. He's only been there 1 game of the first 3,
2,
but. No, I'm saying before this week. Just happened.
1 out of
1 game.
1 out of 3 games. Yeah.
Yes. What was the? I think I went on a tributary. What was the question?
No,
ball up top. Yeah, because they look good in there. This is the same reason why I had Outlaws ranked high last time. They've lost some games, and they've looked good in the losses. So you can see them play, even if they don't come up with a win.
So you have the ball up top loss as a better than the win of the Guardians.
Then the Guardians win over you guys. Which
yes, and it's consistent ideologically too. If we say the Bolts are 7, why are we giving you much credit for? And they played well. They played.
I like it, Kenny. I like it.
My thought process. They were all consistent. It's just like I didn't overreact to the Bolts beating down Lights Out in week 2. It's like who are you playing against? That's a win is a win, but sometimes it's who knows? I think I was comfortable with this order of ball up top, and even SFS moving down is not a function of them looking bad. Because if I'm saying the Outlaws are a good team, then it's not a slight to lose to the Outlaws in a game. It's just who do I pick 2, 3, 4? I'll just go this 2, this 3, this 4 because of right now at this moment. That's how we put them and how they played in their games, wins and losses. So, and I couldn't move Guardians past 5 compared to the other teams going up to this is they're comfortable, but I have them in a higher tier than the other 2 below them. I would say that, even though it doesn't show. I think there's a significant difference between them and say Ravens and Bolts next. So,
gotcha.
Yeah,
Kenny, I like the explanation.
Mm-hmm.
I like the explanation. Actually, as soon as I seen this, I knew I was going to ask you that question. Actually, no, exactly the way I asked it, as in the win. Do you have this win better than? Because that's a thought that you have to put it into context. Go ahead, Jerm.
I think that the Guardians are a good team. They're definitely not number 5, and they're not number 2 just yet. The win over the Bolts is a win. You mark that book. You mark it in your book as a W, and you have to execute. But at the same time, when they played SFS, like I said, every team has a bad game. But the only person they were missing that game was Anas. Anas was hurt or whatever, didn't want to play. I don't know. Like he said, I asked him on the sideline. He said he was hurt, but they still had their defense, and it could have been emotional fatigue, like I said, because when you're in a game and stuff is not going your way, sometimes it brings you down. But that's besides the point. Like I said, one bad game. But then you go back the week prior, who they played at the Ville, and they blew a lead completely. And again, that defense is looking questionable. Because, yeah, the offense didn't keep scoring, but at the same time, your defense still has to show up.
I like that. Both of you guys are making some valid points.
And with a team I've been seeing that's been showing up every week, like you guys said, wins, losses, is the Outlaws. And that's why I have the Outlaws just above the Guardians. And I feel Kenny has them a little too low. And Ball up top should be at 5, in my opinion, because, one, they need consistent quarterback play. 2, their team is really good, a lot of potential. Honestly, I say they're the second most disappointing team because I feel like they could be competing for number 1 every week. But guys aren't showing up, and even when guys are on the field, sometimes the plays aren't being made that need to happen. Because I feel if you look on paper, every team this season, just knowing what we know prior, I would have Ball up top, like I said, competing for number 1. I would have them tied with the Ville right now, prior to the season starting.
I can't argue. We can't argue.
Okay.
Yeah, valid points.
Not
valid
unreasonable.
Point. Yeah. I like it's just this power ranking is, it's interesting to go over because you see just the differences, and then you have your reason why, and he has his reason why he had them there, and this is one time where two things can be right. You know what I mean? So, good breakdown, guys.
Could you guys explain the RZ power rankings? Because I have questions already.
Okay.
What's your question? I'll
let E take this.
This is the RZ power rings, not the E power rings.
Just for the record, right? I'm going to say it like this, right? The RZ power ranking varies on who does it week by week, who gets to give their power ranking between the three of us. So we're not going to say whose it is, but
I don't care whose it is. I just if it's there and
but it
you
will
guys
vary
are RZ, you guys got to defend it a little bit.
Yeah. Of course.
Go ahead.
What's the question, Jim?
I got 3 questions, and that's it. I'm definitely not going to question SFS. I already understand that one. I am going to question why the Guardian's so high, why Ball up top is so high, and why you have Outlaws above SFS.
Well, Ball up top at the same level that you have them. It's so high.
That was funny. I was watching the screen when he said that.
Right? He's basically saying, why are they there? Why do you have them there? Why does RZFF have him there? That's what he's asking.
Okay, that's fair.
I gave my reason.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you want to take, Rob? Which question?
I'll take the Outlaws question. I think the QB is more proven.
It's very fair.
Just as simple as that. And then when you go to a talent standpoint, everybody has talent, but the QB has a system. The QB runs what he runs, and it works. So then you put the talent with it. Those guys run, those guys play. You got Ali and Aziz. You got Yusuf. Harris has been stepping up. Zabi wasn't even here this week, and he's one of their high reception guys. Najim's been pulling flags. They're a team, and like I said, a lot of times it's it's QB league, man. So he's proven at this point. He wins games.
Also, I'm gonna take with my ball up top question. I have a third question I want to ask. I don't the ball up top question. I don't want to hear what I said again, so I don't want to risk that. I want to hear number 2 now, Guardians.
Yeah, you can take that one.
Yeah. Again, with the list being it's fluid, right? It's a fluid list. We're going based off of how they played that Saturday. I believe they had the most impressive win. Not based on the team they beat, it's how they beat them. They beat the Bolts up a lot. And guys who, admittedly, we said you guys have broken it down a different way this week, but going into it, we said that this duo was arguably the best duo in the league. So whether how our stance on that changed now or whatever, we're talking about going into last week and the way they played, right?
Sorry, I'm laughing at Labati's.
No, I'm just saying, yeah, but they locked these guys up. So it is, if we had this other explanation of how we're breaking down the duos, could that have changed? Possibly. But based on the way we felt coming into that week and what they did, holding that Bolts team with those guys to 6 points, to me, that was the most impressive win of the weekend. The next most impressive win was the Outlaws. Even if they were to beat you, I didn't expect them to mercy you. And I know it happened they went for 2 or whatever to mercy you, but
no, you're right.
I wouldn't, even if I was to say if we could predict games and I said the Outlaws were going to win, I thought your game would have resembled more of the Ville ball up top game. Like I would have thought those scores would have flipped as opposed to if you would have told me one team probably got mercy, I wouldn't have guessed that it would have been you guys. So.
And my last question. We know who number 1 is. We got a good gist of who 6 through 8 is. I want you guys to rank the top 2 through 5 quarterbacks.
Let real quick. And they're gonna kill me for it. I just want to ask you guys.
Here you go.
I believe they're number 1. I believe they're number 1. So I'm not. So Shane, if you're watching, guys, if you're watching, Nick, Vanny, whatever, I'm sorry for asking this question. But why do you guys? What is your personal reason for having the Ville number 1? Is it because they're undefeated? Are they playing the best football? Because we said a lot of their games they had to come back from 25 whatever down against the Guardians to win. This one they needed a last-second drive to beat such and such and win. So why are they your number 1? Is it the 4-0? Is it how they played? And they haven't always played a complete game every game. They've come back, and I guess I would be.
I can answer this. I can easily answer this one. For
myself. Go ahead.
So they're gonna win the games we expect them to win, right? Like there's certain games you guys got to win this game.
No, I got you.
They're gonna win those regular. They're gonna just win those.
Mm-hmm.
When they played, a diamond is made from pressure. They have played a couple tough games where to make a comeback is hard. To close a game is hard.
I got you. Yeah.
And they've done both this season against Ball Up Top, and they've done it against the Guardians, who came out and punched them in the mouth. And then by the end of the game, they came out and won the game. So they're performing best when facing bad odds at the moment. So if they ever play a complete game, to be honest, they should slap somebody. Because they didn't play a complete game in either of those.
I have them at number 1. I just wanted to know.
Yeah, that's my reasoning.
Are they week in and week out playing as the best team? And that's what power rankings are. It's not a standing. So that's the question.
Going on an if right now, if the Guardians had finished that game against the Ville, I feel that we would all be in a different predicament.
Absolutely.
But the Ville found a way to win, and they do it week in and week out. Mm-hmm. If we look at just this season, you look at Ville in your schedule and you go, "Fuck me."
Yeah.
Let's say in the
Not
Guardians,
me
they come
personally,
back,
but I'm just saying.
they make a comeback and fall short, lose by, they're down by 20, whatever it was. The Guardians talking their junk. They make a comeback, but it's too little, too late. Then what?
Then this conversation is totally different.
They're not as strong as a number one in my opinion, and also, not saying they wouldn't still be number one in someone's power rankings because they still have an amazing team.
We reward
good ball.
We reward good losses. That's what I'm saying.
But,
so why that would be considered a bad loss against a then great Guardians team?
No, it's not a bad loss because if they had lost and you're watching them give up in the game so easily when they try to sub out Shane, and then that really killed morale and would have lost them the game, then I'd be a little more worried about whether or not Shane is still the best QB in the league if he's on a bad game, not trusting himself to stay in the game and finish it. But he came back in the game. His team finished the job. And we're at the position where they're the number one team. He's undoubtedly the best quarterback we got in this league, and we're here now.
Kenny?
First, appreciate the compliments on the list, Mike. Thank you. I try. I just, to answer your hypothetical, E, if they had lost in, what week did they play? Was it week 1 or week
3?
2? Against Ville Guardians, that was week 3?
I think it was week 2.
Yeah, that was week 2.
Week 2.
If they had lost, I would have had.
We're going into week 5.
Oh,
okay. It was week 2, right? It was week 2.
Yeah, week 2.
I would have had Guardians at 1, Villa 2. So I kept that in mind in terms of the ranking. It's not that they were undefeated; it's just how they continue to win games. They've beaten good teams. I was going to say something else.
You're going to say two at a time. You have to think about it.
They won good teams. They have a good roster. We keep calling them others, but they have a number of solid players on the roster. They have a couple of good quarterbacks on their roster, so it's hard to move them down. And as long as they're winning games too, and not. Even if they had a bad loss, you wouldn't necessarily. Well, I want to say bad loss. Even if they had a loss, I wouldn't necessarily say they'd move down in the rankings. It just means they lost the game. They're a formidable squad who might be favored against most other teams. Although there's not a huge divide in there. That's why I have them all on the same tier. Sorry,
I'm guessing what I'm asking is, what does it take for another team to jump them? And hear me out. Your number 2 right now is the Outlaws, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say the Outlaws defeat ball up top. The Ville plays a sloppy game like the Ravens did against Lights Out. Are they still number 1 in your power rankings based on they didn't look as good, but they still won the game? Or ball up top beats the Outlaws, whatever. However way you want to word it, they have the more impressive victory of that week. Do they move up, or does the Ville, who didn't play as well but still won a game, 12-zip, 19-zip against Lights Out, does that still carry them to the number 1 spot? What does the team have to do to jump them for the number 1 spot?
By the way this season is going, I don't think any one single loss is going to drop them.
It depends. I'd have to answer that after the game. If it was a horrible loss. Well,
no, I'm not saying
let's say they legitimately, and they're not going to play Lights Out this week. Well, let's say they legitimately lost to Lights Out, and we saw the game. It was like, they had their full arsenal. Lights Out had the full arsenal. And
I didn't even say lose. I'm talking about beat them, but it's not.
I'd have to watch the game because sometimes they just with ball up top. Was that last week or 2 weeks ago where the score was closer than it should have been because they wanted to extend it. That's why I didn't hold it against them in the rankings when the score was closer. Is it because they legitimately got outplayed that game, or did they try to keep the game going because they want to play more? It would depend on how the game went, I would say. I know that's not a satisfying answer, but that's an accurate answer. Yeah.
Changes.
Yeah.
So this is okay. You know what? That you popped in the chat. I'm gonna give you a little bit of credit. Another reason that you have to respect the Ville right now is you can't say that there's a player playing better than Vinny on both sides of the ball. If you've watched the games, he's playing textbook safety.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing. If you could write a class on how you play safety in 6-on-6 football, that's what he's doing. And he has the speed in which allows him to cover his side and get to the other side to beat the deep throws to help the other side. So there's nobody playing better than him right now. And like they won a game without Shane. I don't care who it's against. And it was against the Outlaws.
Yeah, another good team.
Right? And this was without the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So they're winning at all costs. So there's nothing that I don't think one single loss could drop them, in my opinion.
Okay.
In my opinion. So hold on, let me move us along a little bit. So now we're gonna jump to this is Kenny's picks for this upcoming week.
Like
we have the Guardians against the Ravens. Kenny picked the Guardians. We have Lights Out versus the Outlaws. Kenny picked the Outlaws. We have Ball Up Top versus the Bolts. Kenny picked against his team and went with Ball Up Top. And SFS versus the Ville. He got y'all losing, Joe.
Kenny is a smart guy, and I really hope he knows what he's talking about.
He got y'all losing this week. So looking at this, the most interest we're looking to see what this can really tell us something. SFS versus the Ville. The Ville coming off of a tough game, and SFS coming off of a bad loss.
Shellacking.
So
you haven't said that word all year.
Shellacking.
Shellacking. I have. Coming off of shellacking by the Outlaws. Let's see what else we would want to see here. And this Guardians game can tell us something too, because the Ravens have a good defense. They just can't score. So if they can keep the game in range, well, that might actually be a game. Then you got Ball Up Top Bolts.
Be objective, man.
Yeah,
gotta be objective. Got to take off one hat, put on another hat.
Yeah,
even though it has zero impact on how I'm going to play in the game. I still going to go.
But it could be a game. You after you seeing what Ball Up Top was able to do against the Ville and almost pull that game out. It's not far fetched that you pick that way.
Nope. You're gonna hear about it though. In the group.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
I'd be kicking you out the chat by now. Yeah, you definitely would have been out.
I picked against my team in not this season, but other seasons I played off the record. I'd be like, no, I picked them to win this game, or it has zero impact on how I play. But so
just for the record, so far Kenny is 7-5 overall with a 2-2 week this week. You get closer and closer to 500.
So.
Can we start including odds into the games?
The odds. we need somebody to give us the odds.
Someone tag the Palmer.
The Palmer.
The games.
Well, he got to watch the games. The Palmer's been playing what you call it, Arc Raiders. So he hasn't had any time. I actually downloaded it. I'll be on there soon. All right.
Creators.
Yeah, I downloaded it yesterday.
This guy, man.
So
guys, I gotta head out. I'll see you guys. Appreciate
Germ,
it.
It's always a pleasure.
Feel better. Rehab.
Yeah, rehab that ankle. We'll see you Saturday.
I'll see you guys Saturday. Take care.
Later.
All right, it's time. It's that time of the show. We already been on here for almost 2 hours. Somehow, no matter what we do, no matter what we have to talk about, we end up talking for 2 hours.
About 4 games only. Like,
Crazy
part.
Yeah. So we're gonna it's time for the top 5. Oh shoot! Hold on one second, guys. Come on, you got to give me some airtime, E.
Me?
Yeah. You gotta. Yeah.
What can I do now?
No. I downloaded the file in the wrong format.
Oh, one thing I think you should mention. E and I talked about this after the game. People littering on the side of the field. I think people have to pick up their stuff. Like there's no, it's not wrong. There's so many garbage cans. I despise litter bugs. Don't do that.
It was bad.
Oh.
This was the worst one of the winter so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I appreciate you bringing that up, Kenny.
Yeah, sure. It's true.
All right, hold on. Give me 2 seconds, guys.
Also, I know it's going to come across as I'm just reaching out for friends. I'm not asking anyone to do anything crazy. If you can't, you can't. No pressure. I saw some of us on the panel did already. That youth league, if you guys want to talk about it also. We have been out there. After we play, it's a couple of guys that we know. They run like a youth team. They started a GoFundMe. They're good guys. You guys don't have to take my word for it. Rob, you know them well from this league. Kenny, you probably don't know the guys, but you see what they're trying to do, the organization that they're trying to do, for
something positive with the kids, man.
Yeah.
We always support things like that. Like it's a, league is a community. I kind of laughed today. I feel like it is a community already what we got going. You see how somebody asks something in the chat and then somebody replies with the link to help him out with what he needed.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be about. The football part is just what brought us together.
Yeah.
So so that it's a 7-on-7 youth team. If you stick around after the games, you'll see them come out there and train and practice and stuff like that. So they're only trying to raise $3,000, and they got some way to go.
Yeah.
But so it goes.
My part is getting it out there. If you can.
Way to go.
Right,
good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. All right. I'm good now. I downloaded the file. So you can only upload. You can only play the file if it's a certain size. So, all right, here we go. And it's time for the top 5.
Welcome to the Red Zone Winter Top 5. Brought to you by Idea AEC, Dynamic Accounting and Cactus Sportswear. Did you make the top 5?
And number 5.
Got him.
Speaking of one of the members of the duo, guy with a big pick. Number 4. Vinny over the top.
Go.
Touchdown. Is there a guy playing better than that?
No, sir.
Number 3. I talked about this a little bit earlier. A knack for stretching plays.
Mm-hmm.
Crosses body.
Yelled at him. Mike, you gotta get that. Mike, it's not that easy. It's not that easy.
We gotta get to Sully. Number 2. Looks a little similar.
Mm-hmm.
Play football.
Play
football.
Yeah.
These are the best plays.
Go.
Touchdown. Toledo. Those plays are so fun to look at.
Yeah.
And the number 1 play.
This guy feels like he's on here every week.
Doing the same thing. The room for error here was small. Cello to the house.
Yes, made the top 5. Yes, made the top 5.
Made the top 5 at number 1. And to stay in bounds there. Mike. All right, guys.
I don't know if I mentioned that my Giants got Harbaugh.
Oh my God, we don't care.
Giants.
I don't know if I mentioned that my team we got Harbaugh.
We don't care. All right. Kenny, final words.
Good luck to all the teams on Saturday. Should be another interesting slate of games. I don't know how cold it'll be, but we'll see. Yeah. Week 5 should be good.
E? Well, you know what? Let me go. You go last, E. I'm gonna mirror what Kingdom said. Pick up after yourselves on the sideline. Don't leave it for us to pick them up. Come out there and pull your team up the rankings, man. That's all. Be a superstar. Be a superstar out there. Pull the duo up the rankings.
Mm-hmm.
Play. What you playing for out there, man? What do you play? Lamar, listen. You should have been on the team.
Yeah.
And it's right by your house. Vinny said Cole's game stealing pick should have been number 1.
That was a good play from him.
That was definitely a great play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was definitely a great play. Cole, that's what I said. You guys, everybody's been getting it done over there. Clean up after yourself. We'll be out there bright and early, ready to go. Rain, sleet, snow, doesn't matter. All right. E, final words.
Guys that have only played one game, we know. The answer will be no if you aren't out there this week and the following week. So we know. All right.
You heard us here. Kenny mentions a play, and we're like, you got 2 games.
We know.
Kenny, we on it. There's only 8 teams. We don't even got to write this shit down.
Yeah. We know.
We keep track when there was 19, 20 teams.
Yeah.
In the fall.
We know who needs to show up.
You could ask us straight off the back. I was like, nah, that guy ain't been here.
We know who needs to show up and play this week. But besides that, shout out to my G-men making it happen.
Are you kidding me?
Boy, let's go, baby.
You done?
You said final words, right? It's my final word.
It is your final words, man. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Ain't no jacket fresher than this one right here. Come on. All right, y'all. Peace out. Red Zone. See you on Saturday.
Yep.
First down, don't count your snaps, just make sure your snaps count. Take what you give until you get what you want to take. Grind like the break to turn that pressure into weight. It doesn't matter how much you're in the out, don't count your snaps, just make sure your snaps count. Take what you give until you get what you want to take. Grind like the break to turn that pressure into weight. It doesn't matter how much you're in the out, don't count your snaps, just make sure your snaps count. Get what you want to take. Make your snaps count.